Diabetes is a chronic condition characterized by an abnormal elevation of blood sugar levels. It is an increasingly common pathology affecting more and more of the population, even young people, when before it was always considered a disease associated with age. This rise in the number of people who have diabetes is due to several factors, such as the increase in life expectancy, the increment in the rate of people with obesity, and other chronic pathologies such as hypertension. According to the World Health Organization and other prestigious organizations worldwide, it is estimated that more than 400 million people have diabetes today. This number is expected to rise to 700 million by the year 2045. Stay until the end of this video because we are going to propose 10 very powerful and little-known home remedies to combat this disease. What is type 2 diabetes? A person with type 2 diabetes still makes insulin, but their body usually does not respond to this hormone. Glucose is less able to enter cells and provide them with energy, a problem known as insulin resistance. That causes their blood sugar level to rise, so their pancreas must work harder to produce more insulin. Ultimately, this overexertion can make the pancreas unable to produce enough insulin to keep blood sugar levels within normal limits. The problems can be moderate or severe. A wide variety of diagnostics exist because there are numerous causes and combinations of said causes of type 2 diabetes. There isn't a genetic test designed to detect type 2 diabetes. What is the treatment for type 2 diabetes? The first thing we have to do to combat type 2 diabetes is to keep our blood sugar levels under control through diet and exercise. However, if the problem persists, we will have to seek medical help from a professional who will prescribe the necessary medications to reduce our insulin level. Below, we are going to list the most effective medications to fight against this condition. Metformin is the most common and most prescribed medication for people who have type 2 diabetes. Its primary function is to act on the liver and glucose production, making the body itself use insulin more optimally. This medication has some side effects such as stomach pain, diarrhea, and nausea. Glucotrol and repaglinide are drugs that help the body produce insulin more abundantly. The adverse effects they can have range from weight gain to low blood sugar. Rosiglitazone increases the body's sensitivity to insulin. However, they carry numerous possible adverse effects such as heart failure, increased bone fragility, increased cholesterol, weight gain, etc. Exenatide is a GLP-1 glucagon receptor inhibitor administered by injection and helps lower blood glucose levels. This drug can cause pancreatitis, nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea. Canagliflozin is a sodium glucose transporter inhibitor that prevents glucose from returning to the bloodstream. This is undoubtedly the most dangerous drug as it carries numerous adverse effects such as increased cholesterol, bone sensitivity, urinary tract infections, gangrene, and risk of amputation. Insulin therapy. The medical treatment par excellence for diabetes is insulin therapy. Nowadays, this treatment has evolved a lot, and it is safer to prescribe it. There are different types of insulin according to their speed and duration of effect in our organism. Whenever we undergo this type of treatment, we must always consult a medical professional who will advise us what type of treatment we should follow according to the evolution of the disease in our body. This treatment also has adverse effects ranging from hypoglycemia to an increase in triglycerides. Home remedies. As we have just seen, attacking the disease through medication has numerous adverse effects and is very aggressive for our organism. So the first thing we have to do is try by all means to carry out a plan of action with home remedies. However, before starting to carry out any of these actions, it is good to visit a medical professional to rule out that the disease's degree is not too advanced. Step number 1, give up sugar. Before putting into practice the advice we will give you, you must stop consuming products with refined sugar. Otherwise, you would be wasting your time and it would be useless. Processed sugar is the most harmful component for diabetes. It causes chronic inflammation in the body. This inflammation causes acidification, which is the mother of all great evils and produces most cancer cases. When we talk about sugar, we also refer to ultra-processed foods. It would be best if you stopped buying all these processed breads, buns, muffins, cinnamon rolls, pizza doughs, snacks, chips, and everything that isn't natural, homemade, or sugar-free. Once you have overcome the sugar need, you will no longer need any soft drinks or adding sugar to your preparations. You will eat wholemeal flours and foods rich in fibers. You will have reached a superb point in your life. Remember, once you stop sugar cravings, you will have complete control over sugars and carbohydrates and not the other way around. 10 natural remedies to fight type 2 diabetes. Now we will show you 10 excellent natural remedies to fight diabetes that you can find in your kitchen very easily. Remember to ask for a physician first before using any of this to have a professional opinion. Number 1. Ginger. People with type 2 diabetes accumulate excessive blood sugar, which can cause serious health problems. Ginger can help them regulate sugar naturally, thanks to the interaction of certain substances it possesses with serotonin, involved in insulin secretion. Still, if they inject insulin or take pills to control their disease, they should consult their doctor since ginger, along with medication, can cause sudden sugar drops. Number 2. Nopal, or pear cactus. The nopal is a cactus found naturally in South America, Mexico, and Arizona. It is also grown commercially in California for export to Europe and India. This vegetable contains a lot of fiber, calcium, and vitamins whose combination is particularly beneficial to health. Its ability to lower blood glucose, triglyceride, and cholesterol levels has made this cactus very popular among those who have diabetes or at risk of suffering. This quality has been well documented in different studies. Number 3. Rosemary, oregano, and marjoram. According to recent research, oregano and rosemary effectively treat diabetes as prescription drugs, but even more safely. In a study conducted by researchers at the American Chemical Society and published in the Journal of Agriculture and Food Chemistry, researchers concluded that these herbs might be effective remedies in treating diabetes and preventing it. Number 4. Cinnamon. In people with diabetes, the pancreas does not produce enough insulin hormone, or the cells do not respond adequately to its action, which causes blood sugar levels to rise. Cinnamon is beneficial to take under control blood sugar because of its effect on insulin and facilitates glucose transport into the cells, according to research conducted by the Department of Biochemistry, Biophysics, and Molecular Biology at Iowa State University. Number 5. Green tea. Green tea, a rich, accessible, and easy-to-prepare beverage, stands out for its multiple human health properties. It helps in the control of different diseases such as diabetes. Green tea affects blood sugar levels because the antioxidants contain reduced insulin resistance, a frequent problem among people with type 2 diabetes. Number 6. Aloe vera. Aloe vera is an important ally to fight diabetes because it helps lower blood glucose and prevents and takes care of the appearance of diabetic foot. In this post, we will teach you how to use aloe to fight this disease. Among the substances that make up aloe, we find emodin, an active ingredient that reduces sugar and absorbs carbohydrates. This helps to prevent glucose levels from rising. Also, the plant contains fructose, a form of carbohydrate present in vegetables that are absorbed slowly, in such a way that high sugar peaks are avoided. Aloe is rich in minerals that help control blood glucose levels. Some of them are chromium, manganese, and magnesium. Number 7. Sweet potato. It is very well that a person with diabetes ingests sweet potatoes or yams. It comes to be recommended for diabetics because its nutritional value is higher than that of potatoes and its glycemic index lower than the latter name. It really does not have many simple sugars, and although its flavor is sweeter than that of white potatoes, it turns out that its carbohydrate content is 3 grams per 100 grams lower. Besides, it is high in fiber, which helps to maintain a good weight. Sweet potatoes are the best carbohydrates that can be added to the diet of a diabetic person and can have a great impact on the balance of glucose in the blood. Number 8. Spinach. We know that vegetables and fruits are essential in the diets of any person regardless of their condition. Still, some qualities make spinach a vegetable that, in addition to being very good and versatile, make it a portion of the food we should consider. That is why even the American Diabetes Association includes it in its food list that cannot be missing in our fridge if we have diabetes. Number 9. Apple cider vinegar. 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar significantly reduce blood glucose and insulin levels if taken before a high carbohydrate meal in people suffering from insulin resistance or diabetes. The same 2 tablespoons of vinegar before going to bed reduces blood sugar by 4% the next morning in people with diabetes. Number 10. Curry leaves. Perhaps one of the greatest health benefits of curry leaves is their use in the management of diabetes. Recent research showed that the leaves' anti-hyperglycemic properties were beneficial in controlling the blood glucose level in diabetic rats. Now that you know how frightening diabetes can be, we will introduce you to a phenomenal product that is changing the lives of millions of people around the world. Your path to defeat type 2 diabetes can start today. The first step is to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share this with everyone you know so the truth can be spread everywhere. If you want to have complete access to the cure and know all the secrets of this revolutionary system, click on the link in the description below. Your new life can start today.